When I was around 8 or 9, my family and my parents' friends, along with their kids, had a picnic at a park. My friend John and I were running around as kids do, playing tag. He was older, around 11 at the time. At one point we got separated. I was clearly lost in the park, and I couldn't find my friend, much less my parents. That's when a woman approached me. She was rather tall, had long curly black hair, was fair-skinned, and wore thick-rimmed glasses. She must have been in her mid-30s. She looked very much like any number of my parents' friends. Initially, this woman simply asked me if I was lost. I nodded sheepishly. She then held out her hand and said that she could take me back to my mum. I told her, "It's okay, my friend John will find me." She then asked, "Don't you remember me? I'm a friend of your mother's. Come, I'll take you to her." Again, I repeated that. "It's okay, I know my friend John will come find me." That's when she said the creepiest words a stranger had ever told me. "Did you know that you have the most beautiful eyes?" Even to an 8 or 9-year-old, I knew this wasn't normal behavior. Sure, I was a really cute kid with big brown eyes and jet black hair, but I knew that's simply not something a stranger, who literally approached me a few minutes prior, should be saying. Just as she reached out her hand and told me that we could go find my mum together, my friend John suddenly appeared out of nowhere. He looked winded. "Where did you go?" She looked a little flustered. "Who's this?" "I'm a friend of his mother's," she replied, smiling. "Come, let's go find her." "Sorry, we're playing tag, gotta go," said John. He yanked me by the wrist and we ran off together. Flash forward to a month or so later. I'm going to the mall with my mum one afternoon. As we're walking, I suddenly noticed the same woman from the park walking towards us. The same long, curly black hair, fair skin, and thick-rimmed glasses. My mother would always stop and talk if she noticed a friend passing by. And yet, this same woman, who's clearly walking towards us, who's obviously within my mum's eyesight, this same woman who kept insisting that she was a friend of my mother's, and that we should go find her. Why, it seems like she's a complete stranger to my mother. And as this woman kept approaching and walking towards us, I remember everything in slow motion. She noticed me noticing her. She recognized the fact that I instantly recognized her. And at the very precise moment when we walked right past each other, I looked up, and she looked down at me with the most devilish smile on her face. For more such stories, please follow, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Just listen.